The November 2025 Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, between the Canadian federal government and the province of Alberta mentions a new pipeline project to move Alberta's bitumen to the northern coast of BC. While such a project would face many obstacles, Incorrys believes one of the critical challenges is the high cost of a project, especially the potential of significant cost overruns. To give an example, the most recent major pipeline project to move Alberta oil was the Trans Mountain Expansion Project. While the initial cost estimate in 2013 was $5.4 billion Canadian, by late 2024, the total project cost had risen more than sixfold to over $34 billion. Several factors contributed to the cost overrun, such as permit delays, flooding, the impact of COVID-19, addressing Indigenous concerns, the difficult terrain, engineering costs, and others. Similar cost overruns occurred on the Coastal GasLink natural gas pipeline project feeding the LNG Canada project in northwest BC. The original projected cost in 2018 was $6.2 billion. By November 2024, TC Energy estimated that the final cost would more than double to $14.5 billion. A new pipeline from Alberta to the BC coast would be about the same length as the 1,150-kilometer Trans Mountain project. The question is, would such a project likely experience similar cost overruns? So, why do projects always seem to incur cost overruns? Well, according to Bent Flyvbjerg, a leading economic geographer from Denmark, planners often cook project plans and budgets by deliberately downplaying risks resulting in a cost underestimate. He labeled this type of cost error as deception. He also identified another source of estimation error, optimism bias, also known as a planning fallacy. This refers to the unintentional tendency of project teams to be overly optimistic about schedules, budgets, and outcomes. Unlike deliberate cost underestimation, optimism bias is unintentional. He labeled this type as delusion. Understanding the balance between delusion and deception is essential for addressing cost underestimation. Delusion tends to dominate in smaller projects, while deception is more prevalent in the larger ones. For example, cost errors in major projects may stem 70% from deception and 30% from delusion. Delusion can be mitigated through systemic planning, robust risk management, and strong project control processes. To counter deception, it is important to rely on empirical data from comparable projects and to conduct independent cost assessments by organizations not directly involved in the project. In closing, Incorrys believes it is possible to reduce the risk of cost overruns and estimate the cost of a construction project within reasonable accuracy, particularly by using actual data from similar projects. To control the cost of a large pipeline project to BC's west coast, as envisioned in the Canada-Alberta MOU, it is important to mitigate managerial, legal, permitting, and technical risks. This can be achieved only through collaboration among all project stakeholders, including the project proponent, construction companies, all levels of government, First Nations, and local communities. Establishing such collaboration for a project costing over $10 to $15 billion is a very difficult task. As a result, costs will remain one of the major obstacles to building this pipeline.